I found it while organizing the purse stock in my theater. The item measures approximately 5 inches by 8 inches and is 2.5 inches deep. It has a slightly curved, bean-like shape. The interior is entirely metal, while the exterior features a band of short pile velvet that appears to be dry rotted. It includes a leather handle similar to that of a purse. I have not found any markings or writing on it. The side that slides out, which contains a cage, has air holes on the cover and fits into a channel inside the bag to prevent rattling. The opposite side features an adjustable vent that can be fully opened or closed. My best hypothesis is that it was designed to hold something that required ventilation, possibly coals for warmth to be held against the body in winter, or incense to allow the fragrance to disperse through the holes. I have researched bed warmers and curfews, but none match this shape, and I have also looked into Victorian, antique, and vintage portable heaters. I am fairly certain it is not a muff warmer, as I have not encountered any that resemble this design in my searches. Any ideas what this thing is? It's vintage portable heater, foot warmer. They use for sleigh rides. Fill it with embers from the fire, and it kept your feet warm, or could be on your lap as a hand warmer. The interior cage keeps still burning embers away from the outer edges. By the time coals fall to ash and can get through, they're burnt out. The cross-shaped adjustable hole pattern is a vent to open close to control the flow of air into it, which in turn controls the burn rate. You wouldn't want it wide open, just so there's enough oxygen to keep the coals burning at a slow, steady rate. What are these circular metal objects on the stairs? I accidentally bumped my knee against one, and it was quite painful. These objects are present throughout the building and are quite sturdy. I'm uncertain about their purpose, but they can certainly cause injury if one is not careful. Any ideas what this thing is? This device is designed to deter skateboarders. I found a thick, V-shaped wire tool at a craft sale, with each arm measuring approximately 7 inches in length and terminating in a small wooden ball. A small metal claw is attached to the wire, and the loop at the end of the claw rotates freely. I have conducted reverse image searches, as have several other participants at the craft sale, but none of us have been able to identify it. The tool was found in a bucket alongside various knitting and crocheting implements, though it may not be related to fiber crafts at all. Anyone know what this is? They're for making your knitting portable. You take the clip off, push the wire part through your skein of yarn, put the clip back on, then you can attach it to loop on your wrist, a backpack, whatever. They're missing the part that would attach to the wrist loop or bag, etc. But you could put a carabiner or something on it. What is this object? I have no recollection of how I acquired it and no clear understanding of its potential purpose. It consists of 2 bent metal rods coated in yellow plastic, with rubber caps on the ends. The dimensions are approximately 12 inches in length and 6 inches in height, and it weighs around 1 pound. There are no markings, stamps, stickers, instructions, or any indications regarding its use. Any ideas? This tool serves a variety of purposes, ideal for drilling, sawing, screwing, sanding, grinding, planing, gluing, painting, soldering, mounting, etc. For fast and stable fixing of planks, panels, doors, pipes, sheet material, metal pipes, etc. Always ready for immediate use, so never set up, unfold, or tighten again. Light in weight, strong and handy and easy to take anywhere. Easy to place on any table and workbench or simply on the floor. I found an object while magnet fishing. This is made of cast iron and resembles a canoe shape, featuring elongated ends. The object measures approximately 13 inches in length, 1.75 inches in height, and 3 inches in width, with an estimated weight of around 2 pounds. It is hollow and supported by 2 short integral pedestals, each featuring a 6-inch hook that appears to be affixed with lead solder. Its hemispherical design suggests the possibility of a complementary slotted top piece, indicating it may have a functional purpose. I am unsure whether it was intended to slide down a wire or to be attached to a chain. I have conducted research on keel weights for boats and decoys, cast iron cookware, drag anchors, and incense burners. But none of the items I found correspond to this object. Anyone know what this is? This is the place captures the oil and grease for the bearing. In water-powered and steam-powered mills, power is distributed throughout the building via spinning shafts suspended from the ceiling. Bearings are located at the intersections of the hanger rods and the shafts. During this period, slip bearings were commonly used. These bearings are constructed from bearing metal, a soft alloy with a lower melting point than that of the shaft and hanger. Interestingly, if the grease were to deplete, the bearing could overheat and melt, potentially dripping onto individuals or igniting a fire in the building. I'm at one of my relatives' house in the UK and I keep noticing this thing. This object is located indoors and not outdoors. It's made from metal and it has a weird knob thing on it. This house, I think, used to be a B&B before it was renovated to a restaurant, then a house. It's positioned downstairs in the hallway outside of a living room door. I Google image searched, but it only came up with like ceiling roses, and I don't think it's one of those. And I don't think it's a doorstop either, because firstly, the door doesn't open to that side, and secondly, that door hasn't been changed since it was built, so it would have pointless. Plus, it's the only one in the house. I'm thinking it could maybe be like a time capsule. Any ideas? It's a bell pull that's been painted over. Old houses, pre-1900s, owned by rich people, would have had internal bell systems in many rooms so they could summon the help, servants or slaves, to any room. I found a triangular object attached to the wall above the window in my row on an American Airlines flight. It is made of hard plastic, approximately 1 inch in height, and features a date along with a series of digits printed on it. I have never encountered anything like this on an airplane before. Anyone know what this is? This triangle indicates which window should be used to inspect flaps, slats, or engines, as well as to monitor for icing. This feature saves valuable time in an emergency, as the crew does not need to search for the appropriate window to look out.